Only he who has the power to punish can pardon. There is no greater wealth than wisdom, no greater poverty than ignorance, no greater heritage than culture, and no greater support than consultation. Wealth converts a strange land into homeland, and poverty turns a native place into a strange land. Contentment is the capital which will never diminish. Wealth is the fountainhead of passions. Whoever warns you against sins and vices is like the one who gives you good tidings. Tongue is a beast. If it is let loose, it devours. If you are greeted, then return the greetings more warmly. If you are favored, then repay the obligation manifold. But he who takes the initiative will always excel in merit. The source of success of a claimant is the mediator. People in this world are like travelers whose journey is going on though they are asleep. Life's journey is going on though men may not feel it. Lack of friends means a stranger in one's own country. Do not feel ashamed if the amount of charity is small, because to refuse the needy is an act of greater shame. To refrain from unlawful and impious sources of pleasure is an ornament to the poor, and to be thankful for the riches granted is the adornment of wealth. If you cannot get things as much as you desire 10, be content with what you have. An ignorant person will always overdo a thing, or neglect it totally. The wiser a man is, the less talkative he will be. Time wears out bodies, renews hopes, brings death nearer, and takes away aspiration. Whoever gets anything from the world lives in anxiety for holding it, and whoever loses anything passes his days grieving over the loss. Whoever wants to be a leader should educate himself before educating others. Before preaching to others, he should first practice himself. Whoever educates himself and improves his own morals is superior to the man who tries to teach and train others. Every breath you take is a step towards death. Anything which can be counted is finite and will come to an end. If matters get mixed up, then scrutinize the cause and you will know what the effects will be. Acquire wisdom and truth from whomever you can, because even an apostate can have them. But unless they are passed over to a faithful Muslim and become part of wisdom and truth that he possesses, they have a confused existence in the minds of apostates. Knowledge and wisdom are really the privilege of a faithful Muslim. If you have lost them, get them back, even though you may have to get them from the apostates. The value of each man depends upon the art and skill which he has attained. I want to teach you 5 of those things which deserve your greatest anxiety to acquire them. Have hope only in Allah. Be afraid of nothing but sins. If you do not know a thing, never feel ashamed to admit ignorance. If you do not know a thing, never hesitate or feel ashamed to learn it. Acquire patience and endurance, because their relation with true faith is that of a head to a body. A body is of no use without a head. Similarly, true faith can be of no use without attributes of resignation, endurance, and patience. Those who have come alive out of a bloodbath live longer and have more children. One who imagines himself to be all-knowing will surely suffer on account of his ignorance. I appreciate an old man's cautious opinion more than the valor of a young man. I wonder at a man who loses hope of salvation when the door of repentance is opened for him. Hazrat Ali, there were two things in this world which softened the wrath of Allah and prevented its descent upon man. One has been taken away from you. Hold the other steadfastly. The one which has been taken away from men is the Holy Prophet, and the one which is still left with them and which they must hold steadfastly is repentance and atonement for sins, because Allah at one place in the Holy Book addressed the Holy Prophet and said Allah would not punish them while you were among them, nor while they were asking for forgiveness. Whoever keeps in order his affairs with Allah, follows his orders sincerely, Allah will also put his affairs with men in order. Whoever makes arrangement for his salvation, Allah will arrange his worldly affairs. Whoever is a preacher for himself, Allah will also protect him. Like your body, your mind also gets tired, so refresh it by wise sayings. That knowledge which remains only on your tongue is very superficial. The intrinsic value of knowledge is that you act upon it